Hello Ragers, and welcome back to another episode of Rage It. Today we're going to look at entitled parents. This story happened to me in 5th grade, and at the time I was an antisocial kid with a few good friends. But in the group of friends there was one who was the most annoying person I've ever met. He was a crybaby who always depended on his mom, and if you didn't do what he said, his mom would spread a lie in the mom's group, making the kid and his family look bad. As an example, a friend of mine once told him that he was kind of annoying and didn't want to be friends with entitled kid anymore. The next day, the entitled mom started saying that my friend's family actually were illegal immigrants and that the school only accepted them for their money. His life was ruined for a bit. That's a level of cruelty that entitled mom and entitled kid have. On to the story. It was a day in April, a little bit after spring break, and friend one invited me to a party. We went bowling and had a good time until we get a phone call. Hello? Hi, I heard someone say that it was your birthday, so I came here. Where are you guys? I can't see you. I think I didn't invite you. What? Mom! We didn't think much about the call and went back to bowling. Fast forward a few days after, we were in school, when in the middle of class, the principal's secretary said that friend 1, friend 2, and I needed to go to the principal's office. We go in and find entitled mom and entitled kid sitting right next to the principal. Were these the kids that annoyed you a few days ago? Yes, have them expelled. They punched me and called me a poopy face. Alright, tell me the full story. Friend 1 invited me to his house, and then they started punching me and said bad words and told me not to tell anyone or they'd kill me with a cafeteria knife. What? That didn't happen. Okay, tell me what happened. Friend 1 told her the bowling story, with friend 2 and I backing that up, and saying that he had never invited an entitled kid to his house. Okay, 2 things. 1, both stories happened outside of school, so entitled mom lied to me. It has affected my son's behavior academically, so it's school related. He's much better than those dumb kids. And they have better story with more witnesses. I'll sue this school for not helping my son. She got out of there cursing on her way out, and you'd think that entitled mom got served and the story has ended. Nope. The next day, my mom told me that entitled mom was saying that friend 1, friend 2, and I molested her child. I didn't even know what molesting was. She grounded me for doing that. I was sad, but I was only grounded for an hour since friend 1's mom posted proof that we had been bowling that day, told everyone that he didn't even know the kid, and started talking about my friend, the one from earlier, and how she had lied and started a revolution. Everyone hated entitled mom and entitled kid, and entitled kid changed schools the next week. From what I know now, entitled kid lives in Europe now, and I hope I never see him again. As for all the people entitled mom lied about, are now okay. So first a little background. This happened about 3 or 4 years after I moved out of my parents' house and I've been living independently. Then one day I get this string of texts from my mom. Hey, how have you been doing? What are you up to 2 weeks from now? I've been doing alright. I started lifting weights and exercising more. I don't think I'm doing anything too exciting next week. Why you ask? Perfect. Me and my boyfriend are going on a trip and need you to house sit and watch the dogs for us. Sorry, but I can't just leave for a week. Please, the dogs miss you and I'd really hate to put them in a kennel. Sorry, but I have a job. I can't just go missing for a week. Why can't you drive to work from my house? Because it's a 2.5 hour commute each way. You have vacation days, right? Just use them. No. Please, I'd feel really bad about putting Puppy in the kennel. You know how much she hates it. You obviously don't feel that bad about doing it. Then I hear nothing from her until the day before they have their trip. Hey, we're leaving for our trip today and I was wondering when you're going to be here. I want to show you some things before we leave. What part of our last conversation gave you the idea that I agreed to this? That's very rude of you and no way to speak to your mother. Now can we expect you here by 5? And at that point, I just put my phone on silent and stopped talking to her. Edit. My landlord doesn't allow pets, so I couldn't keep them for a week. Also, the dogs went to the kennel and came out just fine. I used to work in a small chain bookstore / stationery shop. We'd sell books, pens, paper, and so on. It was a quirky little store straight out of a romantic novella, or a Stephen King book if you prefer. This happened a few years ago, and I reconstructed from my memory. While trying to be as accurate as possible, I can't guarantee it. The cast of this play: entitled Mother, Little Girl, me, and Nice Dad. The story. Entitled Mom walks into the store with Little Girl. It's rather early in the morning. Entitled Mom looks around, asks me if I could watch her child. Oh no, I'm terrible with children, sorry. Entitled Mom tells me that it's not for that long, and I shouldn't make such a fuss about it. I still politely refuse. It's not my job to watch children. I'm afraid to do something wrong. What happens? Entitled Mom leaves the store, and who do I find hidden in the corner? Little Girl, who seems to be rather shy and fearful. This happened back in a time before everyone had smartphones. The kid obviously didn't have a cell. I suspect the mother also wouldn't. Wasn't too surprised that Little Girl didn't know the number of their landline. I sigh. What are you gonna do? If something happens to that kid while being in the store, and you being the only present employee, you're gonna have a bad time. Hey Little Girl, what's your name? Jenny. I'm Jimmy John. Little Girl, happy like any kid can be if they think they did something smart or they know something. My surname's Smith. Now this rang a bell. I had a good customer with the same surname. It turns out that it's her dad. I didn't get paid enough to babysit. In fact, I didn't even get paid enough to do my normal work. I call her dad at his workplace since we saved that number in our system. The call went along these lines. Hi, Nice Dad. It's me from Bookstore XY. Oh, hi. How's it going? I don't remember having any open orders. Yeah, look, listen, do you have a daughter? Yeah, why do you ask? What's her name? I just wanted to ensure that it's really her dad and not just a stupid coincidence. If I think about it now, Little Girl told me that it's her dad, so I don't know why I wasn't sure. Nice Dad apologizes for Entitled Mom's behavior and tells me he's gonna pick Little Girl up as soon as possible. Nice Dad arrives, Little Girl runs to him and hugs him, crying that Mommy was mean to her. Nice Dad soothes her and thanks me for babysitting her. He gives me a bottle of wine and buys something small from the store. If Entitled Mom shows up again, could you not tell her that I picked up Little Girl? What? Why? If you don't feel like it, you don't need to. It's rather complicated, and you already did so much for us. Nice Dad leaves. In the evening, Entitled Mom shows up. Just to point out, she dropped off Little Girl at about 9. It was 17:45, or about 5:45 p.m. Where's my daughter? Me, already chugged about half the bottle of wine, and thus a little boozed. Your what? My daughter! I dropped her off in the store, and you were here. Me, way too drunk for work, but already decided to go for another job or homeless. Both would have been better. Your what? Entitled Mom was on edge. Thus I did what I thought was the smartest thing to do. A guy came into the store and picked her up. He seemed nice, gave me some wine for her. At this point, I expected her to explode or attack me, but she just left the store. A few weeks pass and Nice Dad and Little Girl come to the store, both happy to see me. Nice Dad asked me if I got a few minutes. An excuse not to work? Obviously, I took the time for customer service. Entitled Mom and Nice Dad were in the middle of a divorce when Entitled Mom dropped Little Girl off at the store. One of the reasons Nice Dad wanted a divorce was Entitled Mom wasn't nice to Little Girl. Now, in my country, as a male, it's rather hard to get custody for your child. No matter what, Little Girl wanted to be with Nice Dad, but that doesn't matter. Entitled Mom dropping Little Girl in our store was a gift of the heavens. Nice Dad took Little Girl to his sister's overnight. Entitled Mom pretended that Little Girl was sleeping in one of her friends' houses. Nice Dad said he wanted to call them just to ensure that Little Girl is fine. Entitled Mom, of course, didn't want that. Little Girl's friend didn't know where she was. Nice Dad faked panic, involved the police. Entitled Mom insisted that Little Girl's friend kidnapped her. Police asked Nice Dad and Entitled Mom separately, and Nice Dad told the police what happened. Entitled Mom still insisted on her dropping Little Girl at her friend's house. Nice Dad had proof of it being otherwise, since he already called the police when he dropped Little Girl off at his sister's house. Now in court, Nice Dad apparently said something like, Entitled Mom can have everything she wants, even my wine collection. I just want to be with my daughter. Entitled Mom, knowing that Nice Dad didn't have any money left and had some quite expensive wines, agreed. Daughter ended up with Nice Dad, mother paying child support. What Entitled Mom didn't know, Nice Dad was replacing his wine collection before the divorce with the cheapest wines he could find at different discounters, gifting away the expensive ones. He knew that Entitled Mom either is going to take everything from him or will break his wine collection. So Entitled Mom ends up with no kid, no money, and paying child support. Well, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you didn't, let me know why down in the comments so I can make the next video better. I put out new videos every single day, so subscribe so you get updates when they come out.